Hey folks, this is Vince with Dan's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Breachway. Now this is a demo, so it goes without saying that everything that you're about to see is most definitely subject to change. Normally I don't cover demos, I never have the time to do it. I made an exception. I knew the publisher, and they often send me some really cool games. And this game does not disappoint. I love this game, at least what I've played so far. So it's kind of like FTL and Slay the Spire. It's got that whole, move your ship down branching paths kind of thing. This path will, you'll fight an enemy. This path you'll dock and repair or whatever. But unlike Slay the Spire, where you just have like 3 mana every turn to play, enough cards to possibly do damage and defend yourself, you've got like 3 different point counters that you're managing. There's ordnance in red, energy in green, and mass in blue. And depending on the card, they have different costs. So this card might cost 3 ordnance in red and 3 energy in green. So you kind of have to manage that. In addition, each of those 3 things, ordnance, the energy, and the mass, the red, green, and blue respectively, they gain like +3 every turn, +2 every turn, but you can actually, like once per turn, reassign that income. So you can take 1 away from green and add it to blue, for a while if you want to. I love that. So you can kind of focus your energies or whatever on a particular system. Speaking of system, that's what determines a card. So for example, you might have a pulse laser system, and with that pulse laser system comes 4 cards. However, you'll be able to add more cards to that system over time. There are different ships in this game. You're going to pick 1 ship, and each ship has different systems attached to it, so you'll get different starter cards. Again, though, as you play, you'll either, just unlock new cards automatically through combat, or you'll like go to a store and buy new cards to add, which is cool. There's also subsystems, and these subsystems can be attached to your systems to make them even more powerful. They're like some kind of buff. And different crew members have different, you need a crew member assigned to each system in order to have it operate. And depending on like their role, one might say gunner, for example, one might say tactical officer. Those key words, kind of like an FTL, will determine what happens during certain situations. And every turn, if you're in combat, every turn is typically as it would play out in FTL or, Slay the Spire, that kind of thing, where you're going to be, trying to blow up the enemy ship before they blow you up. And like in card battlers and roguelites, you're going to be, playing these cards and using your resources in order to do that. The blue ones typically are like upgrade cards, the green ones are more energy related, and the red ones are more weapons. And you have to, watch in the upper right what the enemy's about to do. There are white bars on his cards, and when they fill up, that means he's going to use them on his next turn. Luckily, you can use your weapons to disable those systems for a time. It takes them time to replenish and to repair. So I love that. There's so much more going on here than is typical of a deck builder roguelike. I love the theme, and I love that. And on top of that, like I said, like every combat, you're going to be typically upgrading some kind of system and then adding a card to that. So you pick, say, Shield Mark 1 or the Laser Armory or whatever, and you get to pick 1 of 2 cards to add to your deck for that system. And again, different systems will have different cards depending on the ship and the like, but you can also replace systems at a repair yard. But ideally, your goal is get across the galaxy, pick where you want to go next, either here or here, and make it to the end. I haven't played enough to do that. I'm just simply saying it's typical of a deck builder roguelike. And I love that you can dock at stations every now and again. You can even upgrade your income for each of the 3 different system, like the red, green, and blue. You can actually spend your credits to earn more income for that thing every turn. Or you can spend your credits to remove cards. You can spend your credits to add new systems to your ship or subsystems to the systems. I love that. So definitely check this game out. I don't think the demo is available right now, but at least add it to your wish list. If you like deck builder roguelikes, I think you'll enjoy this game. I most certainly did. So yeah, keep an eye out for this one. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.